Attorney Steve Laird with the law offices of Stephen Laird. Thanks very much for coming in. This is a horrible thing. What kind of penalty could there be in this case?
Well, for each conviction, she faces up to 2 years and a $10,000 fine.
How common is this kind of thing in your experience?
Well, unfortunately, it's a little bit more common than the public suspects. The problem is actually catching people doing this. It's done to try to reduce the amount of care and responsibility and time that they have to give to children. And catching them doing this, like I said, is the difficult part. But unfortunately, it's more common than a lot of people are aware of.
So what's a parent who's looking for daycare supposed to do? What do you look for?
Well, you start with checking out references with other parents. You do your own investigation, your own background check to the extent that you can. You ask the hard questions. You ask if they have policies and procedures, if they've done adequate background checks. You ask what the extent of the background checks have been, and you ask if there's any type of training. What type of minimum requirement do they have for the people that they employ to care for your children?
Those are all really important questions. And for parents who are looking at daycares, you've talked about important questions to ask. What are warning signs, red flags?
Well, certainly like we've seen here, where you have children who are still tired at the end of the day. You can see telltale signs that they're not active. You can see indications that they've probably been given some type of medication or drug, and especially if you have a lot of different children having the same type of reaction.
One thing you said, and I hope this is okay if I say it, you said this is very common in nursing homes?
Unfortunately, the reality, Jane, is that if you have an older population and you have a nursing home that has limited staff or resources, it has been known to happen with an alarming amount of frequency that older, aged citizens will be given types of medication similar to this that will actually help the caregiver by reducing the amount of time, care, and attention that they have to give to those senior citizens. It's a sad but true fact that sometimes it does happen. Not in every nursing home, but it is not uncommon.
But the same thing to look out for there. Thank you very much, Stephen, for coming in tonight.